In this video, you're going to learn how to create cool visual effects exactly like this. Flame on. We're going to be using this tool called Runway Aleph. Now, the only disadvantage is it's not available on FAL AI, so we will need to sign up to a plan if we want to use this. Earlier, one limitation of this tool was, which we will take a look at in a minute, was that earlier it would only allow you to create 5-second clips, but now it allows you to create up to 10 seconds as well. But even the 5 seconds as is perfect for when you're using it just for a cool animation or for b-roll or for anything like that. And without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so we're going to look at three key examples. So first, we're going to look at adding a visual effect to a very regular video. Like I'm going to snap my fingers and then have a flame come on, which is pretty cool and reminds me of one of my favorite movies growing up, Fantastic Four. I haven't seen the new one, but anyway, not to get sidetracked. But that is the first example we're going to be looking at. Then we're going to look at a second example of changing the camera angle. And even though I've recorded it front on, we'll see how we can use this AI tool to make it look like it was recorded from behind us. And the third one, just to show you some other cool effects you can do with AI, is you can change, say, the background or the weather in a scene. And those are three examples I'm going to show you. So for the first one, if I just show you what we started with, flame on. So this is the video we started with, and this is the final clip that we generated. Flame on. Which I think looks incredible. Maybe just to me, I think it's super cool that you can do this with AI now. And I think the applications of this are quite limitless. So if you are doing like paid ads or any kind of like interesting or engaging hooks to any kind of video that you're creating, I think these are super cool that you can just create them like literally in seconds with a single prompt and a simple video like this shot in my room. So yeah, I think that barrier to entry and the level of skill required, like even this screen about editing, if it's intimidating, please, like it really isn't. I'll show you how we did this. It's very easy to do. And if I can do it, like really, who's not good at video or any of these things, you can definitely do it as well. So coming back to our Skool outline. So we want this flame on effect, right? So basically the logic behind how we built the final video is I snap my fingers and the clip that we've gotten from AI, if I come into Runway, so here I've just said start a flame at the man's fingertips. So I uploaded the first video we had, and let me show you this from scratch otherwise. So if I come in and click new session, it asks you to drop an image or video to animate. So we just come in here, we drop our video in, which was this one, the very basic recording. And then we just enter a simple prompt like start a flame at the man's fingertips. That was pretty much it. Okay. And then we got this output. Flame on. Can you see we have the flame throughout, right? It's not happening only at the snap. And I'll show you how to fix that in a minute. But basically, we've gotten our video of the flame coming on. And just one thing to note is how do you sign up to Runway Aleph? You just go here. I've included a link here. If you come up to this, we'll open it in a new tab. You can click Get Started, and you can try their free plan, but the video editing and the model we are using here, Runway Aleph, you do need a paid plan, which is at the time of this recording about $15 per month. You can just try it for like 1 month. If you don't like it, you can always cancel it. Coming back to our video, so now that we have this clip, all I did was click download and we have our clip downloaded, right? You can use this in any editing software, but I choose CapCut. Like, I think the interface is pretty friendly. So in the first clip, all I did was drag this, our original main clip. Okay, this is our main clip. And this is the second one that I downloaded of the flame being on throughout. Okay, so we just drag in our main clip here to the main timeline. And this was our original fully flame on clip, right? So if I start this video from the beginning, flame on. you can see that the flame is on throughout. And basically, all I did was crop this video to happen only when the snap occurs. So here you can see at the second that I snap my fingers is when this video starts. And it's literally that easy to do. And here, just to make it sound even cooler, I was experimenting with sound effects. So here, this blue bar at the bottom is a sound effect. These are all completely free. You can use in CapCut. So if you come into effects, sorry, if you come into audio and then you go to sound effects, and I just typed fire, you can see the ones with the purple diamond. Those are if you have a paid plan, but they have so many free options. And in this case, I just chose this crackling fire sound, and then you just drag that onto your timeline as well, which I just adjusted till the end of the video. It's pretty straightforward, and these are not like extremely complicated tools, but if you get stuck, like, you can always DM me or just watch like a YouTube tutorial. They're pretty straightforward to do. But the main logic or the main rationale that I just wanted to tell you about here is, you have your original video, then you use that video with a simple prompt for whatever visual effect you want. The AI model is not going to usually give you, like, say, the effect, in this case the flame, at the exact moment you'd want it. It's going to give you that flame in the entire clip. And that's really not an issue, because then you come in here, you drag your main clip, which is without the visual effect, onto your timeline, and you just like overlay or put the new clip on top of it. And then you just crop it so that it only starts from when you actually wanted to start, if that makes sense. And then you can add sound effects and any of that. So that was basically how we went from this simple clip, flame on, to our final clip, which was flame on. I think that looks pretty cool. So that was the first example here of transforming any video scene. One thing to note is, when you are doing things like with fire and stuff like that, you may want to check Runway's policy. Like, it will show you a warning message saying we were unable to generate this because it violates their policy, and it could lead to your account being suspended. But like, it's not something to be worried about too much. Just keep an eye on it. They'll show you a big message if it does, so you don't have to worry about it. Just thought I'd tell you about it because that was something I ran into when I was trying to set my entire body on fire just to see what that would look like. So then, yeah, it was in violation of their policy. So then I just changed it to a flame in my hand or at the tip of my finger. So that was the first section of transforming video scenes. Now, in the second example, I'm going to show you how we can change the camera angle. Okay, so now for the second example where I wanted to change the angle of the camera. So we had recorded it front on, we took our basic video, we got the flame on effect. Now I wanted the camera angle to be behind me and say me overlooking some sort of open land, battlefield or something like that. So just to make sure I was using a good prompt, I came into Claude and I basically just asked it, how would I change this prompt if I was working with Runway's Aleph model? And the main prompt that I gave it was, can you change the camera angle to be behind me looking out of some sort of window? And then Claude gave me this response. And then what I did was I took a new video and I gave it the new prompt of me looking out the window and stuff like that. And then when I clicked generate, this is the output that I got. Flame on. So it did a great job of changing the camera angle. I'm looking outside the window. I had asked it for some sort of battlefield in the distance. I'm not sure if that's clearly visible, but I think it nailed getting the camera angle behind me and looking out of the window. Which, yeah, if I wanted to specifically add, say, a battlefield or soldiers or some sort of war happening outside, then I could prompt it again and see what output I got. But my main thing that I was looking for was, can it change the camera angle effectively? And can it mainly add that window effect? Which I think it did a fantastic job at. Okay, and now that we learned how to change the camera angle as well, the third thing that I just wanted to check was, like, can it change the weather and can it change the scene or the background of like whatever's going on in the video, right? So then what I did was I took this video, I just again created a new video with yeah, so I uploaded our existing video here. Okay, and I just asked it to, can you change the weather outside to something where it's raining, basically outside the window to be raining. And so what that gave me was flame on, this output, which I think is absolutely fantastic as well. Like, it's kept everything inside the same, it's kept the effect, it's kept the flame, and it's just changed the weather outside to being rainy. It even has that like rain or misty effect on the window or the glass. I think it absolutely nailed it. These are, again, like just cool things you can do with some of these AI tools. The applications really are limitless, and I hope you're starting to see possibility of everything you can do with them. Your imagination and creativity is really the limit. If you wanted to generate an ad or a short movie or whatever that is, you can pretty much go from a simple clip recorded in your room to something that is like real world ready. And yeah, you can add like so many of these effects, change backgrounds, change camera angles, and so much more. If there was anything, as always, that was unclear here, or you'd like me to create another clip of to show you different examples or anything like that, you can always send me a DM. I'm more than happy to do it. But that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.